Good night, good night, good night to each and every one of you. Welcome to Wednesday Night Raw.
Good night, Sitaram. Namaste. Assalamu alaikum. Good night to everyone. Yes. Sitaram Ro, how you doing?
Oh my God. I can't believe it's Wednesday. I can't believe that even WReaz is 1 year even older. I can't believe he's still growing.
We got to call him Captain Curry. I love
Captain
what
Curry.
I posted the thing. I posted that up. I just shared it out. It was great.
That was a nice picture of him. Well, each and every one of you, we want to welcome you to another edition of Wednesday Night Raw. It's where we keep it real and we talk about our entertainment industry. We talk about our community. And of course, we bring it to you. Most importantly, we bring it to you raw. What do you say, Allan?
Totally agree. But before we go into the night, I want to say condolences to Shaman D. She lost her mom last week. She just released her song, and unfortunately, before she could get to go visit her mom with restrictions being lifted, her mom actually passed away weekend gone. So condolences going out to her and the family there.
Yeah, indeed. Our deepest condolences from all of our entire family, Abby Tunes family, the Wheating family, and of course, Team MMR. And, Team MMR is not here with us today because he's gallivanting.
And he's celebrating his birthday.
Yeah, he's gallivanting in Canada, celebrating his birthday. Well, you know what? He's gonna have to pay for it. I see he's joining us here on the live chat.
He is. Oh, he's joining us on the chat.
So, Allan, there's two places he gotta go.
Where's that?
He's definitely coming back to the U.S.
Well, yes, that we know for a fact.
Yeah,
the Uber is already scheduled.
Yeah, so he's either gonna be in Florida or he's gonna be in New York.
Yeah, I don't know. He hasn't said anything about Florida yet.
Well, here's the deal. Whichever place he show up, he getting soaked in a barrel, a bucket of beer. Ice freezing cold beer, regardless of the temperature outside.
Nice for him. Glad I'm not part of that.
So that's gonna be his birthday gift. We want to say welcome to all the listeners joining us here on Wheating Radio. Welcome to Wednesday Night Raw. We want to say welcome to our Abby Tunes family joining us here as well, and our Team MMR fans around the world joining us here.
Yeah. Also, I want to mention one more thing before we go into tonight. Want to say congratulations to Vishma Ramcharita out of Trinidad as the manager for Nishad Meru and also RG the band Rishi Gayadeen. She was just presented a position on the National Carnival Committee. She's a commissioner from the Ministry of Culture out of Trinidad and Tobago. So that's a big thing. Congratulations goes out to Vishma and the whole team of her supporters and stuff like that, because we know that was definitely a big deal. Good movement for culture, as well as now hopefully we have some representation for the chutney industry in the Ministry of Tourism. So and culture. So that'd be great. You're muted, Ro. You're on mute. Yeah,
Sorry. Okay. I just want to give a couple of quick shout outs there. I see my mom is locked on. I want to say good night to my mom, and I love you very much.
See you, auntie.
Wonder what she cooking tonight, Allan. After tonight, I think I have a feeling I'm gonna be hungry.
And maybe he's gonna get pine tart and cheese roll like what you sent WReaz earlier.
He going to eat gym. Here, joke. I think WReaz gained back all the weight he lose in the gym tonight by just looking at that tray.
Well, we know Brian Mohan is locked in. Brian and him has a regimen. They're gonna end up they know how to work out that stuff, bro. So I'm not worried.
I see Anand Hansraj is locked on. Anand, big man, yes. I always say this over and over and over and over again. Anand has one of the most phenomenal Bollywood voice out of Guyana.
Yes.
Man, that guy impresses me, especially when he sing that English songs. She is the one. Yes. Amazing
He's
voice.
got to record. He's got to record. He's been off the radar for a while.
Well, he's working on something right now. So,
Nice.
give us a date when it's coming.
Look, Maria says your mom cooked gilbaka.
Oh, lad, she cooking gold. Sali Mohammed, welcome. Maureen Daljeet, welcome. Steve Ali, Mohani Benny, Savi Prasad, Anita Bagwandin, Mala Hari Prasad, Imran. Imran is on. Uncle Kumar from Crabber Creek, Radha Tuturam. Welcome. Glad to have each and every one of you. Rohini Budram, Bida Bharat, Devi C. Prasad, Anand and Parvi. Hey, Anand and Parvi, I gotta come check you guys out. Pam Singh, Maria Harris, welcome. Shamiza Natasha, DJ Sean. Glad to have all you guys here tonight. And yes, we have a very interesting, we always have an interesting program, but I think tonight is taking a, I don't know if that's a turn, Allan.
I don't know, man. You want to start with that? You want to start with that?
I don't know if I want to start with that yet. So, Allan, I want to start off with this. We have previously talked about music and copyrights and doing copyrights, right? But I want to take the copyright sort of a little bit different.
Okay.
I just want to ask the opinion, and I certainly have an opinion, right? Copywriting music is one thing, but what's your thoughts on copywriting religious music? Like, for example, the Hanuman Chalita, the Lord is my shepherd, or Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What's your thoughts in copyrights of religious songs like that?
You know what? I don't think that is something. Well, in our religion, let's say that's something that should be copyrighted because of the fact that you're praising God, right? You're praising some deity or devata, some version of a manifestation. So to copyright that, to say that someone else can't sing that, or you're making, well, I don't want to say monetizing, because you can monetize music, which is fine. But to say that you own the rights to this song, especially something as powerful as the Hanuman Chalisa, and there's so many different versions, like Hari Om Sharan, which is one of the probably most famous version that's out there. So when Anil Beam sings it, should Hari Om Sharan's camp come back to him and say, you're not allowed to, you need to take it down and this and that? So I don't agree when it comes to religious works to say that copywriting it and to take it down and that kind of stuff. I mean, other music, yes, but not religious. And you need to do it well. Also, that's the next thing too.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. I mean, so Anand Hansrad says, a lot of those things are public domain.
Yeah, look at Navin. Navin sings a lot of religious songs.
I am of the opinion. Yes.
Yeah, large up Navin Ramsaran Maraj, a new resident for New York now. But one of Navin's
our population just grew by one.
Yeah, and one of Navin's biggest things, he sings a lot of devotional songs and stuff like that. His father's a pundit and things. So to say that that you can't sing that or something like that, to me is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. So one of the things that we have seen an uptick. When I say uptick, a major uptick in copyright hits on religious songs, especially religious songs that are out of the books, from the Bible and from the Bhagavad Gita and from the Quran. There have been a major uptick, and I've seen a lot of people are copywriting those things. And Allan, when it comes to copyright, everybody knows our thoughts on this thing. But I
Exactly.
hit my head, man. Oh my God. Why are you guys copywriting religious material? First of all, if you want to promote culture and promote, our religions, then why are you claiming ownership?
Well, give me an example of something, because you know what, I don't know
No,
anyone.
Hanuman Chalisa, that's one of the things. Like, you know, I'm gonna try to pull up one of the email and see if I can tell you exactly who it is as well. But I mean, from even popular singer, like I'll tell you, Anuradha Palwal, oh my God, her version of the Hanuman Chalisa is copyrighted.
That's crazy. I'm telling you, honestly, that's crazy. That's insane. I don't believe in that. I don't think that there should be that should be something.
Yeah, and it irks me because now we want to promote our religion, and here it is, you can't play the Hanuman Chalisa. She had like a chant, Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Jai Ram, boom, copyright hit. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's like I said, that's crazy. Good night going out to Wendy Balkaran, that's locked in.
Well, Anand Hansraj asks, he says, should Nanda Baba be copyrighted? Well, I think that's different. Nanda Baba, I think, should be copyrighted because that's not that's more of a cultural versus religious, right?
Agreed. One of our brothers, Amar from Swag Radio up in the NYC, he's locked in.
Oh yes, I know him. Big respect to Amar, man.
Yeah,
very nice
very
guy.
good guy. And as we know, Swag plays a lot of devotional music. Should they be taken down constantly for copyright? That doesn't make any. And we're coming up to that season now. Narachi's right around the corner. Diwali's right around the corner. We're on the cusp of that. And I don't believe in copywriting. I really don't believe in copywriting religious music. That does not make sense, because you're telling someone that they cannot praise God or praise their religion because you want to make money off of that.
Oh,
Secret out to my brother
Anand,
Roshan Ramdi, that's locked in as well.
hey, big up to Roshan, man. Yes, the boys are out there in Florida. Anand Hansraj said it's a bhajan. Nanda Baba Chikitchaya. I think that's the one he's talking about, right?
Nanda Baba,
Yeah.
the version from Anand Yankaran is not. I mean, there is. You're talking about God and stuff like that in it, but it's not perceived as a bhajan. That's a good question. I'm not too familiar. Maybe guys like Roshan and Amar could help us out there. Is Nanda Baba considered a bhajan? Or those who know, Brian Mohan is locked in. He's very familiar with this. He definitely runs Ganesh Ustav out in Trinidad and stuff. Maybe if someone could enlighten us. That's a very good question.
Yeah. Yeah, he says Anant Yankran, yep, them just dance to it.
Yeah.
But maybe there are gonna be some of them like that. But
so Roshan is actually saying, Roshan Ramdeen is saying Nanda Baba is actually a bhajan, even though it's not usually perceived as such. I know like Hujaram, that GI did and stuff like that, that was a bhajan. That was done. Chitawaniya, that Cherish redid, but she did take out the religious aspects of it and use the framing of a bhajan, but she changed it around. So was Nanda Baba reworded or things changed to not be a bhajan, guys?
That's interesting. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I would love to see what everyone think about that. But when I think when it comes to core mantra chants, like bhajans from the Ramayan, like the Bismillah from the Quran. Those, I think those core songs and chants should not be copyrighted, and they are. And that's why, I brought up that direction of it.
Brian Mohan is saying Budgeons should never be copyrighted, in his view. And firstly, song by the late Solo G. That's what Amar is saying there. But sang, right. Okay, firstly sang by the late Solo. I definitely don't believe in copywriting. As we're getting some other comments. Large up Derek Mirage, who doesn't return a phone call. I did send a message him yesterday.
Eric don't return phone call? What?
I'm telling you, I guess you have to be part of the elite, boy. You understand?
Derek, why? Oh, why?
Yeah.
Apache Warrior says singing it live is okay, but when you record someone else's material, you should get permission.
But Navin is saying, I think the lyrics was Budgeon oriented. But yeah, and this is what some people have taken Budgeons and they've restructured it and changed wordings and stuff like that. But I don't believe in copywriting a Budgeon. And speaking of that, do you want to go into
yes,
the first
all right,
our first thing? Derek, don't go nowhere. Give us your
take on this. I am so dreadful for playing this thing.
Yeah, I did not want to showcase this on Raw, but yeah.
But the request came in.
Yeah,
it came, and I feel like I'm sinning my soul by just even playing this thing.
Yeah, man, I don't even. Savi saying no scripture should be copyrighted, but let's go ahead. Who Large Up Pooja that's helping us out tonight?
Yes. All right. I don't know. I think I need to light on Agabati before I play this song.
I think we need
to
sing,
guys.
We're gonna need to sing a chow pie and stuff like that first.
Ina Anand has Raj. We're gonna need you to send us some blessings or something. Buddy.
Amar, please say a prayer for us before we play this, man.
All right, guys. I
know.
Allan always refer to some of these music as subpar. I would like to refer to it as sub disgrace. I don't know if that's appropriate, but all right, we're gonna play this one. I am not playing the whole thing.
No, please don't.
I come to shell down the place. Anytime I call you up, there's no time to waste. Pray, I pray to Prabhu Ji to save all my family from Dushmani. Moving on to bigger things, thanking the Lord for new beginnings. Try, no matter what they try, they can't stop me shine, cause limit is the sky. Why people don't like to see us strive? They rather you die than well and alive.
I think that's enough, bro.
Talk is one set of talk. Actions.
Good night to my brother, Nigel Gobin. That's on the inside. He's saying good night to us.
Nigel, good night to you, brother.
Oh my God. You go first, Ro, because like I told you guys, this individual is going to think I have a personal vendetta against him because he does a lot of stupid nonsense. And I know the girls in them, when I had shared this in the group, when we got it, my God, they were crazy.
They were
furious.
When you do something, how would you explain it in a nice way? When you do something and you feel naked and dirty, I don't know if that's, this song, in my opinion, is a sheer mockery, dirty mockery.
It's disgraceful to Hindus.
And
You understand?
yeah, very
In
disgraceful.
general, because I remember when we had when people were putting Lord Shiva shirts and Ganesh shirts and making them into swimsuits and stuff like that and whatever, our community had an uproar, uprising, and going crazy and whatnot. So this is the same thing. This is a disrespect to our our religion to the utmost. I got Brian Mohan that says we must all represent our culture properly. Amar is like, what the jail was that? And Derek Mirage was like, where does this come from? And Roshan is shaking his head. And we have Anat that's being a nice guy by saying production not great, but seems like he means well.
I don't know how you would mean well. I don't know how you would mean well with something like this. I mean,
well, let's us not say anything, Ro. Let's get some feedback from those who watched it.
yeah, I would love to get everyone.
Yeah, so why don't you read it? And I know Ashti and Pooja took great offense to this when they saw it. Those girls and them did, and they had all right to feel like that, as well as myself. I bro.
To date, to time, to this moment, Allan, let me be honest with you. When you sent me the thing the first time, I played up to a minute. Then one night, I said, you know what? Let me go back and let me watch this thing because maybe I'm missing something. And if I could entertain myself to listen to it a little bit longer, maybe I'll find there is something else he sung later into that, whatever you call it, that might be okay. And Allan, I listened to it for like 2 minutes. This thing is long.
Yes.
And I listened to it for like 2 minutes. And I felt like I got out from a nightmare.
Derek Mirage is saying these guys have no one to advise them, like to sit and listen to the BS that is coming out. And I won't say that because this individual had ran a competition last year that he awarded people recognition for traditional chutney music, and they had to be judged on criteria of pronunciation, meaning, and translation and stuff like that. So if you can run a competition to that extent, you also can make sure that your content that you're putting out there should be of the utmost quality and a high standard. So this is just ridiculous.
I mean, I see Derek Maharaj comment. These guys have no one to advise them, like to sit and listen. But if he, like you said, Allan, he's running a top 20. He's DJing. He's doing events. There is a common sense.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this, to me, have no common sense.
Disgraceful. So we have.
Avi, no, it will never be played again. I promise you that. In its entire production, I could only force myself and bite my tongue to listen to up to 2 minutes, and even then, I felt dirty after I finished listening to it.
We got Maria says Hinduism is the most beautiful and colorful religion. That song is a total disgrace to our religion.
I will never ever ask Avinash to take down a song from his channel. But Avi,
that wasn't on Avi's channel, by the way.
It's not?
No.
All right. So Avi, my apologies. I beg you, never put it on your channel.
No, that was never gonna reach his channel. Don't worry about that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's probably copyrighted too.
I hope it does. I hope it has copyright of the yin yang. So if you play 5 seconds of it, you get copyrighted.
Yeah, man.
That's okay because I never want to play it.
Crazy.
Anand says, what about using a bhajan melody for a rum song? Oh, Lord, Anand, you just open up a can of worms, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Why you gonna use a bhajan melody for a rum song?
Yeah, see, that's a whole nother aspect, which can go anyway.
Yeah, listen, I had an oh boy, I don't even know if I should go. Okay, I tell Lakshmi say it's okay, I can cover this thing on Raw. I'm not gonna get down to it. But Alan,
Yeah.
I want to see I want to screenshot the screen and see the reaction of your face when I say this. How about yeah, I don't talk about serving a bhajan melody and rom song, right?
Yeah.
What about if I give you 10 keys of raw chicken? I'm gonna say carry them on there and give it to everybody who wants one. What you say?
Well, first of all, I ain't getting in the middle of that because I know better. You understand? My dad and them started one of the first temples in New York. So I couldn't even eat meat around a pundit. So I can't even begin to fathom something like that. So, which is a total disgrace to the religion as well.
Obviously, I am not ready to call any names yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's raw, and you know I will. But yesterday, I got into a big fight when a pundit told me that it was okay to give out the chicken to people who want to eat it.
No. I mean, no, you can't. In the Munder?
No, at the Munder.
No, at the Munder, no, I don't agree. If it's a different site, because we've held like bazaars and fundraisers and things like that. So when you dances and stuff, so when you're raising money for the temple and whatnot at places off, because that's holy land. Remember, before you build a temple and everything like that, you do many different rituals to cleanse the land and do this and do that. You're inviting deities and deities to rest. That's an abode for them. And so it has to have some kind of Shakti in that temple or mandir or mosque or whatever that place of worship is. So to go and defile it and disgrace it, you can't. Would you go and eat in your home altar or whatever like that? Would you go and eat chicken or whatever, sit in your altar and eat chicken and stuff right there? No. So that's not.
So I'm laughing because Anant was asking me if it was tofu.
Maybe
basically what happened was I opened the mandir door walking out of the mandir, and there was a table set up in front, and they have boxes and boxes of chicken, and they're giving it out, and the truck is parked inside of the mandir.
Oh Lord.
On the side, full of cases of chicken. And when I brought it up and I asked the pandit said, "Oh, it's not inside the mandir." But Alan, here joke. Here was the best part of it. There was a Lord Shiva lingam with a big Lord Shiva behind the table.
Yeah, no.
And all the blood was dripping down the table.
Oh my Lord. Yeah, that's not gonna work, man. That's not gonna work.
When I say something, the pandit tried to tell me I'm wrong. He said, "Oh, the people in India are off of fish." I say, "You do Raja Sekata Puja." He said they're serving the community.
No, you can do better than that and still hold true to your beliefs and what's in the right.
And here joke, they and a bunch of them went and take all them bag and chicken and try to hide it, right? And so non-chicken, and the pandit come and start halapam me ready for. I mean, literally they had to hold the pandit down. That's how bad he was yelling at me, right? He said, "How me attack wrong thing that Allan, I videoed the thing, and when me sure in the video, they say, oh.
Yeah, that's not right.
So I have video of it. Me stand up, then me video them because me cannot. What is wrong is wrong. Me always say, you do something wrong.
No, you're correct. All right, here's what. Let's segue into one of our better songs now.
Oh my God, we need a break
video because we need to get rid of that taste of that.
All right. So Alan, I will let you do this one because I need to clear my mind of all this.
No, let's start playing it first, and then because we need to get off of this. Derek Mirage is like, yo, this is the first time he's locking into Raw, and this is what we presented to him. So Derek,
welcome.
Yeah, Derek, what we do is we present a non-favorable song and then we favor a good song. Our thing is in regards to help elevate the music and the culture is to discuss the things that's in, songs that that are not all that great, and to pay accolades to those songs that are. Like for instance, last week we larged up our boy Nigel Gobin, whose video was very well done. He's on the verge of I think 55,000 views coming on to 3 weeks now. So very, very good work. Video production, the tying in of his song into the explanation and how he portrayed it and so forth. So, that's definitely. Mm-hmm.
And just this is just my thing. I mean, I am a Kenny Rogers, fan. I mean, so it's very nice to see this. So, like you said, Alan, I'm just gonna play it.
Mm-hmm.
We were on the first date. Oh, how I fumbled. Oh, so silly with that plate. Girl, you look at me, dead in the eye. God, I pray you didn't see fit. Honey, the boy before you, from the moment you, that his heart would always care. Now today I stand for you, a boy no more. Faithfully your man. Faithfully your
All right. I just wanted to play the whole song, Alan, but
unfortunately, we didn't play the video.
feeling at peace.
But this song, Colin Crawford featuring Ravi B, phenomenally well done with the video and stuff like that. You guys can go onto I think it's on Colin's channel though, is where he has
this one that I pulled was wrong. I didn't.
I think that was from Avi's channel, but I don't think they gave Avi the video. But you can search that song, "Faithfully Your Man" by Colin Crawford and Ravi B. Phenomenal work on the video production, really, really good. Colin's that ruggedness to give that country type feel, and I mean Ravi's Ravi at the end of the day. So, and this is what when you're doing these kind of music, what do we say? You have to hit the key elements, right? Your vocal production, your mastering, all of those things is on point, as well as your video content, your video quality. All of those things have to be on point because, like we're saying, everybody's watching music today. They're not listening to music anymore. Yeah, you go ahead and you could go ahead and play some of that.
Oh, So silly with their plans. Girl, you look at me, dead in the eye. God, I pray you didn't see it. Honey, the boy before you, from the moment knew that his heart would always care. Now today I stand for you, a boy no more, faithfully your man, faithfully your man, faithfully your man. आज मैं आपके सामने खड़ा हूँ.
So go ahead, Ro. Tell everybody your take.
Yeah, Allan. I mean, I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to stop the song, you know. But I gotta tell you, if you everyone that watches this song, you know, and if you understand music, and you'll understand background singer, main vocalist, the ad libs. This video has such a wonderful production. While Colin was singing, you could see they depict like Ravi was there doing his ad libs. Everything was in sync. Everything was matching. You know, I mean, you can tell time was put in the scenery, great scenery, you know, as to match a great production on the song. So I gotta big up both of them. Maybe I'm a little bit biased because I love country music. You know, I mean, look, growing up as a boy, growing up, you know, you listen to a lot of country music as well. You know, if we're from the countryside, but yeah, when I heard this and I heard Colin, I was like, wow, strumming that guitar. And I was like, whoa, he did a really nice job. And then of course Ravi came in, and Ravi took that rustic and add that little, you know, West Indian melody, West Indian vibes to it. And it really married together.
It did, and this is what where they bridge the two genres together. You bridge your Bollywood, even though you know he's doing basically shares and stuff like that. But how it played off, it worked well together in regards to you know Colin with the countryness, like I said, with that ruggedness that he wanted to bring in and playing his you know guitar and stuff like that. It was very well done, very well done. Even the video quality and the production, and this is what so the way how the scenery and everything worked out with that aspect played very well in regards to what he wanted to portray in his song. You know, it's somebody reaching out to the you know the significant other, right? To you know to say, listen, I am your man for not just today, but for always and stuff like that, faithfully, and that you can trust in him and trust in them and whatnot. So simple sometimes is more than enough because you just have two people with simple backgrounds in this countryside type of feel and vibes and also if you notice they use like earth tone colors and how they dressed and everything like that too, so it wasn't to be over flashy, nothing like that. They did everything on point in regards to how they wanted to portray the song in the video content.
Yes, correct. And I think both of them shot this video from different location.
I believe so as well. I think it is from two different locations.
Yeah, so I mean, all of that I think is naturally done. So you know, of course, we encourage you guys. You know, whenever you see artists spend time to make a production like this is where you need to pay your attention.
Mm-hmm.
This is where they deserve your views, and this is where they deserve your share.
Yeah,
Don't
you
share
know,
something because it's nonsense and say, "Oh, look what this nonsense."
and that's what a lot of people tend to do. But it's not just about it's not just about the Facebook shares, right? Here's what everybody thinks, right? They want to post it up or whatever, but you have to, wherever the video is being housed and whatnot, you have to like the video. You have to comment on the YouTube channel itself, because YouTube keeps tracks of these statistics, these analytics. It makes a difference in regards to, can it go further out into the world? Because they don't want to put something out there that people don't care about, because in a person's song and in the background, when you put your tags and all of that stuff like that, for instance, I'm not sure what they used in this, but let's say their tags is chutney and Bollywood and blah blah blah, and those are what they're using as their tags in the video, and nobody likes it or whatever. When somebody goes to search chutney or Bollywood, that's not going to come up, even though, so when you watch a video on YouTube, comment into it, like it, share the YouTube link, because that's what makes a difference. We're on the verge of, very soon, Brian Mohan had actually just finished, and I'm telling you, Ro, when you see this, it's insane. The song production that he's working on and the video and everything like that, it he depicts his story. He talks his story right through. We talked about that with Nishad Meru, with Tumile. He spoke his story, what they wanted to say in that video. Nigel Govan, we talked about a little bit earlier. We talked about that last week. And then, next week I have a song that's dropping for Nati Ramatar. Same thing. They talk, and this is what I tell everybody. If you have to let somebody be able to interpret what you're trying to tell them, if they don't hear anything, right? If you put on, plugs in your ears and you watch the video, what are you trying to say in the video, right? Because the tribute to Cinder Popo, the one scene that everybody loves to go back to is when, Nani and Nana fell inside the drain. That's like within the first minute, it hooks everybody to that. And, and I had a talk with a friend of mine that showed his little child this, and this is somebody who's in the music industry. The child is 11 years old. They're into the, the Ariana Grande and the Doja Cat and da 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 da, right? And this video came up, and the child watched the video, and the child's like, "Dad, did they really fall inside the water there? And the old man really pushed the old lady? Nah, he didn't really do that. He loved the rum more than he loved the old lady." And he started laughing, and then she ended up inquiring about like Cinder Popo, and he played more of Popo's music and whatever. So that helped. That was a conversation starter, right? And as well as, the kids depicted in it, from small, falling in love, blah blah blah. You have to be able to tell the story you want to tell. You know, when you have all these cars spinning out and this and that and the next thing, and you're talking about love, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to say? Somebody's not going to understand what you want to send out to them. What's that message you want to portray?
Yes, absolutely, Alan. And I was looking through some of the comments, and a comment here from Debbie Mahadeo says, "You guys really connect on a different level. Who would have ever thought?" She love it, and she's talking about Ravi B and Colin.
Yeah. Agreed. I agree with that statement.
Vidya Ramnarayan says, "Definitely an unexpected type of collaboration, different and loving the freshness of it." Yeah, absolutely. It definitely has a nice freshness to it. So quite a lot of comments on the song. Best collaboration in a very, very long time. Amazing. Wow. Love this, says Chelsea Marie Ramkaran. So very good review on this song from the fans and everyone else. So yeah, I mean that is definitely a thumbs up for us here on Raw, and so far we'd love to hear each and every one of you, you guys' feedback as well. Anathan Strad says that Rafi, we did do a Bajan Rum song. Well, Bajan Rum song is definitely, in my opinion, wrong. Because if we alter our culture now, then our children will, and their
They won't.
children will. And
Yeah, they won't
before
know
you
what to
know
do.
it,
Hmm.
we will lose our culture. So, yeah.
Ranita Mahabir well said, Roshan. Your countryside brothers are locked in. There's one of your brothers right now.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much. And certainly love you guys very much. Look, when Island in a Dream hit the stage, Alan, tears comes to my eyes. So when I see a song like this, it makes me excited, because it's not mainstream American artist that's doing it. It's our people doing it, and they're bringing mainstream to it. This is proud.
And that's the goal, the people that I'm working with and stuff like that. We want to be able to, if you're driving in New York on Hot 97 and stuff like that, or Power 96 over here, that our chutney soca artists will, there is that chance for their music to get on these platforms, so that's one of my agendas in regards to the people that I'm managing and stuff like that, is let's try to get content out there that can do that crossover. I mean, Bob Marley did it for reggae and stuff like that. We had, Super Cat and Shabba Ranks of people that signed with American labels back then, Columbia Records, and their music got out there. And, reggae has made a huge influence. Bungie Garlin and Marshall Montano Bungie, made that huge leap for soca music and stuff like that. Um, Drake played Mr. Killer's song for the Toronto Raptors one year. So this is what the music can. Even though Chutney Soca has been around for a long time, um, unfortunately, the community of artists don't unify together to help push that over that hump. Because until it hits mainstream media within the US and stuff like that, has it really reached? Has it done anything? You need that break. You need that break.
Yes, absolutely. And look, we have come a long way. We definitely came a long, long way. But let's not look at our nose tip, right? Let's look at the bigger picture. Let's look a little bit further, because the potential is there. We have tremendous potential, and we can certainly do it.
I'm not saying Chris Garcia's song was mainstream radio. I don't think it was mainstream radio. I mean, we're not talking about Trinidad radio and stuff like that. And I don't. If you're talking about with oh my God, Farouk Juman and Uncle Ishri Singh, that's not mainstream radio. I'm talking about Power 96 in rotation and stuff like that. Those oh sorry, Hot 97 up in New York. WBLS, we had Clifey Madu back in the days that used to play a lot of our music. But talking about mainstream radio, you're driving down the road and somebody from Valley Stream can just put on the radio and hear, Lotte La or something, that kind of stuff. That's what makes a difference, brother.
We're not talking about Cora River. We're talking about Atlantic Ocean.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So folks, we're getting to the bottom of the hour, and just to kind of, Anand say was played on Z100.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey,
Okay. Did not know
listen.
that.
I not know anything, little thing, and so Me
Awesome.
know he had balancing, but
That's awesome to know.
he exposing the knowledge.
Huh.
Yeah, yeah.
My boy, Mr. Nice Vibes, that actually went bald just like A9 here. He says for Chutney to go mainstream, a lot of changes needs to be implemented. So Kumar, what do you mean by what kind of changes you feel need to be implemented in order for the music to go mainstream? And as we know, a lot of the chutney soca, majority of the chutney soca songs is alcohol content or double meaning kind of songs. I think the alcohol content might not be able to go mainstream, but your double meanings and whatever people love that stuff, and you don't really hear much on the soca side of them singing about rum and thing like that.
Yeah, Anant did a song, um, which I mean I really like it. Um, I would have loved to see song like that, head towards mainstream. Um, I'm just gonna bring it up really quick since we're here talking about it.
All right, good.
You know, I mean, when when Anand did this song back in the days, let me play this one here. Look. So this is one of Anant Hansraj song that I really like. Song back in the days. Let me play this one. This is one of Anant Hansraj song that I really like. Show me love and what it is. Drive me crazy with this love.
Mute your mic, bro.
Ooh.
Yeah, something from your side, bro.
Oh man, I had like too many channels open. Sorry.
Well, Drew from Fabulous Studio, the one who produced Nigel's last song, said production standards for sure need to step up to compete with mainstream productions, not just music but videos also. And I agree, and that's something that what we've been saying, Drew, for many of our shows, is that music production, video production is key. Nobody's listening to music anymore; they are watching it. So that has to be a big step up on there.
Well, recently we saw a change with who do we do? We did Nishal B, right? Remember?
Nisha B last week.
Well, no, before
Oh,
Nisha.
Nisha. Well,
Nishal.
Anuj D is a big person there.
Anuj D as well. Anuj D did there was a tremendous change in the right direction that they are taking, right? They've made a very awesome, direction. So yeah, the music production needs to um, A9, sorry man about the technical difficulties there. You know what happened? I have like 15 windows open. So,
So Miss Lalman is locked in, and she says R&B rap music has language that doesn't suit one or some audience, but they are still in the mainstream. But their stuff is censored, and certain radio stations, well, as we know, they've grown from back in the '80s. They wasn't on mainstream. They fought, and then marketing. People realize that that demographic is a huge demographic that had like that kind of music, and the only way for them to capitalize on it is to be able to put that music on mainstream. Unfortunately, we are not we're not even a 1% in the US, to get our music on that level, but we have to fight.
yeah. Hey, Alan, real quick before I know we're gonna be wrapping up. This is the song that
A9.
and A9 was talking about.
Take
The,
two.
the Nanda Baba song,
Oh, then right.
the Bhajan one.
Yeah, Amar sent it to us.
Yes, Amar saw.
नंद बाबा जी को छया बापू नाम है कन्हैया 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 कान्हा रे कान्हा रे कान्हा रे कान्हा रे कन्हैया कन्हैया
Yeah, and I'm not gonna play the whole thing.
Right.
But I'm not sure if were there rum mentioned in this song.
No, I don't think so.
I
And you know
don't-
what? I'm gonna meet up with Roshan Ramdin this weekend. We have our show in Orlando this weekend, and actually, Anil, Mr. Dooney, and Randy Reckless is gonna be out there. I'm gonna bring this up to them and ask them that you know.
Yeah, I
the
know the
translation-
style is definitely different. It's
Oh
a
yeah, for sure,
style.
for sure.
The style is definitely different. Haven't heard the entire lyrics. I would have to listen to it. But if I'm wrong, tell me. I don't think rum was mentioned in the song, but if it is, then it's wrong.
And for next week, we'll table Brian Mohan's question. Brian Mohan is like, "What is the criteria for our chutney music to go mainstream?"
That's
So-
an interesting question, Brian.
Yeah. So
That's
we'll
a very
definitely
interesting
we'll bring
question.
that up next week.
So, folks, as we wrap up this segment today,
And before we go, let's make sure, happy birthday to WReaz. We know he couldn't make it out tonight. A couple other birthday mentions. DJ Roy, one of the godfathers for our music to be in the US of A. Back in Soca Paradise days, he's very instrumental for the music to get out there through the medium of Soca Paradise and then Calypso City. And it goes on with Ramesh and the whole crew. Happy birthday going out to DJ Roy. And then,
hey, oh yeah, yoy,
oh yeah, yoy, that's right. The Ghana King.
the Ghana King
Happy
itself.
birthday to him, as well as Kavita Ramkisoon.
Today's Kavita's birthday.
Yep, she's
Wow,
actually
she's
in
been-
Guyana.
She's
So
been,
Kavita's
yeah,
celebrating
she
her
worked with
birthday.
Bunty.
Yeah, so
Yeah, you know how long, Allan, you know how long she was waiting to turn 21?
yeah, there you go. So happy birthday going out to them. Anyone else who's celebrating a birthday? Happy birthday to you all. Be safe.
And happy
Rohan,
anniversaries as well.
anniversaries out to everybody. So I will see Ro in a couple
Oh,
weeks.
sorry, Allan.
Yes.
Anand said no rum song lyrics in Nanda Baba. Is just a bhajan. But what he's saying is that the song was played at party where people
Yeah,
were drinking
well-
and celebrating.
The new version done
Yes.
by Anand Yankaran. That version
Yes,
is. Mhm.
gotcha. Okay, Nine, we got you loud and clear, brother. But at the end of the day, there is a respect that we have to maintain. There's a certain ethics and a certain principle that we must maintain. If we sacrifice our ethics and our principle for sheer entertainment and fun, then we are sacrificing ourselves. We're sacrificing our everything. Right? So, folks, all we're saying is be sensible. And if you see songs like what floops bring out, it's just a fluke.
Yeah, it's a flop.
Can I use that as a verb?
It should be more of a flop. And
Flop. Fluke flop.
yeah, there
It's
you
a
go.
fluke flop. All right, it's a fluke flop.
There you go. But to everyone, please be safe. We're in COVID, and make sure keep yourself safe. Lots of things has been going on. Safe evening to each and every one of you. Sitaram to you, my brother Roshan. Happy birthday going out to Reyes once again.
Yes, Ishitram, brother. And
Assalamu
give our love to
alaikum.
Amelia as well.
Will do. So next time on Raw, there we go.
Yes, send us your song, whichever song you guys would like us
Yeah.
to do a review on. We would love if you guys could send it to us,
Mhm.
and we want to thank you all for joining with us.
And
And if
thank
you
you to
have
the
an idea,
ladies in the background.
yes, and if you guys have an idea or a topic you would like us to discuss, well, let us
Send
know
it
right
over.
here.
Send it
We'll
over.
love to discuss it. It's
Hmm.
raw after all.
There you
It's not
go.
raw chicken and not a mandir.
Definitely not raw chicken. Hmm.
So of course,
All right. Have a good night.
good night, guys.